Hi, Adam Bernstein here, and welcome to my channel. This is my very first video, so thank you for being here. I'm dedicated to bringing top content in the fields of spirit communication and spirituality. So if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe and like this video. So for today, what I'm going to do is share 11 common signs that your loved ones on the other side may be trying to give you, but you may be missing. And at the very end, I'm going to do a meditation that I do at my seminars that's helping people literally around the world to connect with their loved ones and get messages. So stick around for that, and let's get right into this. When it comes to visits from the other side, probably the number one sign that people talk about are dreams. When we are dreaming, our conscious mind is dormant, so our subconscious mind is more active, and the spirits have an easier time reaching us that way. However, not all dreams about dead people are visits from the other side. And in fact, more often than not, when you have a dream about somebody that crossed over, it's really just your subconscious mind's way of processing that loss. It's part of the grieving process that maybe you are working through some unresolved guilt or anger. These dreams are an important part of the healing process, but they are not visits. A true visit from the other side is usually crystal clear, and the person coming through in the dream often appears younger and more healthy. Sometimes they're so lucid that the person may come through, and you may ask them, "What are you doing here? I thought you were dead." And sometimes if you're, like, say, half asleep, you might even see the apparition of that person in your bedroom. True visit dreams tend to happen in a lighter state of sleep, when your conscious mind isn't completely shut down. This is known as the theta state. Now, if you've never had a spirit dream or had somebody visit you in a dream, it's okay, because there's plenty of other ways that they can get your attention and let you know that they're okay. But there are a couple things that you can do to increase the odds that you will get a full-on visit from your loved ones during your dreams. One thing that you can do is before bed, pray to them, talk to them, ask them to come through during the night. And then every morning when you wake up, get in the habit of writing in your journals as soon as you open your eyes in the morning any dreams that you had. And if you do these two things over time, you're going to help open the pathways, and you're going to help invite the spirits through to come to give you powerful messages while you are sleeping. So get in the habit of doing these two things, and I can virtually guarantee that probably when you least expect it, that you're going to get a really powerful dream from somebody on the other side. The second common sign that people often get that's very powerful is physical phenomena. This can include things like electronic glitches, or a light blinking, or banging, or movement, or any physical phenomena that has a spiritual origin. These types of visits are possible because the two worlds are very connected, and some spirits figure out how to use physical phenomena to get your attention. So if something weird happens, like say a lampshade moves, it may be one of your loved ones trying to give you a message, but please make sure that your window is closed first. I tend to get a lot of physical phenomena, like phantom text, for example. Has that ever happened to you? Not the last time, but a few summers ago when I was at Lilydale, this funny female spirit was following me around, and messages would literally type themselves on my text field saying things like, "I hope you're having a good day, honey." Never a dull moment. And some spirits are so strong they can actually make objects disappear. True story. When was the last time that you lost something only to find it in a place that you know you already looked in? Quantum physics actually not only proves that this is possible, but it's actually quite plausible. So be aware of these signs, and if you feel that you're getting a physical sign and that there's a spirit around you, just stop for a moment and say, "Hello." But what if you're not getting any of these signs? Does it mean that your spirit loved ones are not with you, or that they don't want to talk to you? No, not at all. Most spirit signs are more subtle anyways. Most spirits don't affect the physical world quite that profoundly. And there's plenty of other signs to choose from. Like, for example, one sign is psychic smells. That's a more subtle sign, but it's still a very powerful sign if you're lucky enough to get one. You see, spirits carry the energy of their physical life with them to the spirit world, and sometimes as humans we can access them as psychic smells. So a good example is if you smell your favorite aunt's perfume but nobody wears it, or your grandfather's cigarette smoke but nobody smokes, or say if you smell your father's cigar smoke but nobody around you is a cigar smoker, then just take a moment and say, "Hi, Dad." Often spirit smells, also called clairolfactory, are fleeting, and as soon as you think about it, they're usually gone. Many mediums use psychic smelling in their evidential work. Like, for example, if I'm doing a reading for somebody and a heavy drinker is coming through, usually I'll smell their alcohol around them. Phew. I'd rather smell Grandma's cheap perfume than that any day of the week. Other common signs from the spirit world can be found in nature. Like seeing a cardinal, for example. That's often a powerful indicator that a spirit loved one is trying to get your attention. Or maybe hearing an owl or seeing dragonflies. If you happen to be thinking about somebody that crossed over right as you get a sign like that, then it becomes a synchronicity, which is a very powerful indicator that a spirit loved one is around you. A good example is when I'm doing readings from my home office and a spirit contact is coming through, then right at that moment I see a cardinal or a hummingbird flies up to the window or I see an eagle overhead. I'll take that as a sign or a confirmation that that spirit is definitely coming through, and I will continue to give my clients their message. Other examples of synchronicities might include, say, somebody mentions your mom's name in conversation who passed recently, and right at that moment, somebody who looks just like her just happens to pass by, or a car passes by with her birth date on the license plate, or her favorite song comes on the radio. These are all examples of synchronicities and are very powerful indicators that a spirit loved one is trying to get your attention. Something as simple as a well-timed gust of wind could be a synchronicity, and pay attention and make sure that you say hello. Here's another common but often overlooked sign. When was the last time that somebody on the other side just randomly popped into your head for no apparent reason? Well, the reason probably is that that person was with you at that moment. Or another sign that's related is when you just suddenly get a clear image out of the blue of somebody that's passed on. And again, when that happens, there's a good chance that spirit is around you trying to say hello. So another sign is actually seeing movement out of the corner of your eyes, or even seeing a ghost or an apparition. And yet another sign is hearing a voice outside of yourself, or hearing your name called, and then when you look around, nobody's there. Some signs can be more tactile in nature, like getting goosebumps, for example, or maybe feeling a tap on your shoulder or brushing sensation across your hair or your face. Often when that happens, there is a spirit presence around you trying to get your attention. Now, to take this to an extreme, after my brother passed, I think it was the Christmas Eve right after he crossed, I got up out of my chair, literally got up with the uncontrollable urge, just for a second, mind you, to turn the Christmas carols off and turn show music on. It's a long story, but, and I know my brother's laughing on the other side, but there was a Christmas Eve where he decided he was sick of Christmas carols, and we wound up listening to show music the entirety of Christmas Eve. So still, another sign is when you find yourself just subconsciously using very similar gestures or the same phraseology that somebody you know who passed on used. And the final sign is just simply developing a desire to go see a medium, or developing an interest in things like the paranormal or life after death. So there you have it, the 11 signs. Or wait a second, was that 10 or 12? I think it was 11, but anyways, if you do get any of these signs, just stop for a moment, see if you can sense who's around, and clear your mind, and you may get a message. You may be really surprised. If I missed a sign that you're getting, please feel free to comment it down below, or let me know your thoughts. I do read my comments, and if you like this video, hit the thumbs up. That tells the YouTube algorithm that this is content worth sharing. Please share this with your friends and subscribe to this channel and join our community. If you like, hit the little bell. That notifies you every time I release a new video or if I have an unannounced live mediumship event. I'm going to do a short meditation now that's really powerful that will help you to tune into and to connect with your loved ones. So stick around and I will see you at the next video. So find a comfortable position, either sitting up cross-legged or in a chair, or you can do this lying down, and just start to tune into your breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhaling the qualities of calm, of peace. Exhale and release stress and worries. And start to feel your body slowly relaxing. Feeling your forehead relaxing and your eyes, cheeks, temples relaxing. Feeling your mouth and chin and shoulders relaxing. And feeling your chest relaxed. And your stomach and your back relaxing, and feeling your hips and legs and feet relaxing and letting go. Allow each breath to take you deeper and deeper into relaxation. And as you go deeper and deeper, you will not fall asleep, and you will remember everything that happens during this process. And relaxing even deeper now, inhaling calm, inhaling peace, exhaling any energies, feelings, emotions you don't need anymore. Going deeper and deeper, allowing your breath to get more and more relaxed. Allowing your body to get more and more relaxed. And imagine that a wave of relaxation comes down through the top of your head, down through your face, your shoulders, your torso and body, and down through your legs and through your feet. And feel another wave of relaxation working down through the top of your head, through your shoulders and body, through your feet. And from the soles of your feet, imagine that roots come down and extend down into the earth. Or imagine from the base of your spine that roots come down through the floor, through the ground, and into the earth. Keep you grounded and centered as you go further and further into relaxation. And as this is happening, start to take yourself back in time, back to a bedroom that you grew up in an old house that you used to live when you were a child or maybe a teenager, and take yourself back to that room at this time. And you can see the familiar sights, where the beds and chairs are, where any paintings or posters are. You can see the door, and you can see the color of the room as clear as day. And you can hear the familiar sounds of your house, of your room and smell the familiar odors as you are completely relaxed yet fully awake and alert. And you are in this bedroom right now. Smelling the familiar scents, remembering the familiar feelings of this room and this home. And then you hear a knock on the door. And as that happens in your mind, say, "Come in." And as the door opens, you will either see or remember somebody that you either knew in life that's crossed over, or somebody that you've heard about who's crossed over. And whoever you saw or thought about in that instance is with you now. And allow that person to sit next to you. Maybe put his or her arm around you. And you recognize this person, you recognize their clothes, you recognize their feel, their scent, their voice. And as that is happening, you may feel free to ask a question if there's something on your mind or something that you wish to know. Or you may just ask for a message and trust the very first thing that comes to you. Whether you hear words in your mind or see an image or a symbol or have a memory or a thought that just randomly comes, this is how the spirit world communicates, through energy that taps into your innermost senses. And as this is happening, you hear another knock on the door. And you welcome another spirit in, and the first person that you just saw or thought about as the door opened is coming to visit you and to say hello at this time. And allow this person to come and sit next to you on the other side. And you recognize the person's appearance, their clothes, the familiar voice, maybe a familiar scent, maybe a familiar memory. And feel free to ask your other spirit any questions, or just ask for a message. And again, trust the very first thing that comes to you. And don't think, just relax at the intention and it will come, and trust. And perhaps one or two more people are coming in. But who's ever with you, feel free to have a conversation and trust what you feel, what you hear, what you see, what you remember, and what you sense. And that will be your loved one's way of communicating with you. And now we're going to start to come back into the present, into your present life. But know that you can come back to this place anytime you wish to talk to and connect with your loved ones. And the more you do this process, the stronger it will become to you. Remember to trust, and remember that your loved ones are always around, sometimes more so, sometimes less so, but they're always with you and ready to guide you on your journey, and all you need do is ask. So at this time, start to deepen your breathing. feeling grounded, feeling roots extending from the base of your feet or your spine. Feeling that you're back in your present body, back in your present space, and deepening your breath. And when you are ready, open your eyes.